Shalom Shukah, and welcome to Jeremy, Teach Them His Truth. Now today I just want to give a short message about tithing. As Hakoin has stressed to many of you of the importance of tithing, and that we should pay it, 10%, okay? So when I was working, I would pay Hakoin 20%. Okay, so this came to my knowledge and understanding a few years back. So if I was working at the moment, I would be giving Hakoin 20% tithes, 10% for Tzedakah and 10% for tithing. Now I just want to go back and just give you some information of what happened to me when I first came into the Torah. Okay, so obviously I made my vows to Abba, saying that I would honor his Torah and keep his commandments, and part of that was to pay 10% tithes. Okay, so at the time my money was a little bit funny, I was juggling. So, but what I wouldn't do instantly was pay Hakoin my 10% tithes. So I was robbing Peter to pay Paul, basically. So after a while, this went on. Then my tumble dryer broke down. And that tumble dryer cost me about £400. It broke down. It was gone. So I couldn't dry my clothes the way I normally dry them. So then a few weeks after that, my washing machine broke down. Okay? So I had no washing machine and I had no tumble dryer. So now I had to go to the laundrette to wash my clothes and to dry my clothes. So this is something you need to be aware of as you continue not to pay your tithes to Hakoin. Because, the Abba can say, okay, you don't want to pay your tithes, I'll take something else from you, And this is what you have to bear in mind. If you have signed up to the Torah with Hakoin, and you've promised Abba, obviously, to keep his commandments, the least we can do is obviously pay our 10%. Now I understand, from time to time, money, it can get funny sometimes. But still, you have to put Hakoin first, and then what the Abba will do, if you are short, he will return you some money. Money will just come out of thin air, trust me. It's happened to me many, many times. Money will just appear, and you'll be like, oh, how am I going to get by this week, or this month? But because you've paid your 10% tithes, what the Abba will do, he'll find another way to give you some more money. And, this happens when you have faith, and you trust the Abba. It takes a while, I understand that, if you're coming in straight, from another religion, Christianity or whatever, faith you've come in from. And even if you haven't come in from a faith, it takes a while to build up that faith with the Abba. So I'm just saying to you, stand firm, keep the faith with the Abba, and keep the faith with Hakoin. Because to have Hakoin by your side, Hakoin is the Abba's right-hand man on this earth. Okay, so if you've got Hakoin by your side, you are very blessed. Okay, so I'm just going to say to you, don't lose that position of being blessed by having Hakoin in your life and by not giving your 10% tithes. Okay, now like I said, if you want to be blessed even quicker and more, give 20% tithes, like I used to do. Now I'm not working at the moment, But I'm able to give Hakuin 100 on tithes and 100 on Zedekah. Now that's my wish for Hakuin right now. I'm able to afford it. For the Father, He's blessed me with some inheritance. So I'm able to give Hakuin that money because I know it will come back to me at some point in time. And it's going to come back a lot more because I'm invested in Hakuin. I'm invested in the Abba and I'm invested in Hakuin. Hakuin is my teacher and I'm his student. So therefore I have to take care of Hakuin because what he gives me in return is priceless. And what's happened in my life, because I returned back to the commandments and obviously found Hakuin, but it's just proved to me everything that this is real. Hakuin and the Abba just changed my life. I mean, my life has changed. I lost all my friends. Basically, they walked out on me. And my woman left me in 2010. So I've been alone since then. I had my brother, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I've just been alone. But the peace and the solitude that I have in my life now is unreal. It's beautiful. I love it so much. I honestly do. I love being alone. You know, just to know that the Father is there. The Ruach HaKadosh is there. Elohim is there. The Malakim are there. And Hakuin is there. So what else could I need, honestly? I have the Father. I have the Mother. The Ruach HaKadosh. I have Elohim. I see their lights in my head. And they're floating around all the time. I see them all the time. I have the Malakim that watch over me. And I have Hakuin that teaches me. So with all that said, this wouldn't have come about unless I had kept the commandments to the best of my ability. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not. But I'm just saying, tithing is one of those important things we have to do. We have to make sure that the Hakuin or Hakuin is looked after. It's in the Torah, okay? So I'm just telling you today, make sure you put Hakuin first, okay? Before anything else that's going on in your life. You pay your tithes, and if you're short on money, the Father will find a way to bring you back some money. That's how it works, okay? So I'm just giving you this short message so you understand if you do not pay your tithes, and you're supposed to, get ready to lose something else from your life, okay? Because the Father doesn't play, and we, as Israel, B'nai Israel, and whoever joins on to us, we must take care of Hakuin first. Tithing is very, very important. Okay? So I'll leave that with you today, that short message. So this is Rabbi Jeremy Beaton, Chief Rabbi, saying thank you for watching and Shalom Shalom.